Rachel Zegler, a actress determined to destroy her career based off of constantly insulting her fans, the product which she is making, the company she's working with, the stories that make her successful in the first place, and hating everyone who happens to think a little bit differently than her, has just taken recently to social media and posted on her Instagram story. You can see here, it's from Rachel Zegler. This is a screenshot from geeksandgamers.com. Go ahead and check them out. That she is avidly against Trump supporters. She's faced a lot of backlash from this already from average fans of anything ever, talking about how this is one of the stupidest takes that you could have possibly made. But let's go ahead and read her statement here. I find myself speechless in the midst of this. Another 4 years of hatred. You mean another 4 years of the lowest income tax, the lowest unemployment rate, the lowest gas prices we've seen in modern American history, the best economics that you could possibly hope for, higher income, just all that goodness in general. That's considered hatred, equal opportunity, instead of being judged based off of your skin tone like the Democrats were doing. Lack of constant political strife and constant political propaganda being pushed down people's throats, and a lack of prosecuting political pundits and political dissidents just because they happen to vote differently than you and vote differently than what you want. You mean 4 more years of normal America? That's considered hatred now? Okay. Leaning us towards a world I do not want to live in. Leaning us towards a world that I will be hard to raise my daughter in. Leaning us towards a world that will force us to have a baby she doesn't want. Well, if she doesn't want a baby, here's a couple of really nice options. Contraception or abstinence. Super easy. Absolutely super easy. Anyways, let's get back into this. Leading us towards a world that is fearful. Probably fearful for you, because if it's a world based off of merit, you won't get anywhere. You're a diversity hire. You were given the part of Snow White explicitly because they didn't want to cast a white woman in the role of Snow White! Fairest of them all. I shouldn't be this shocked, but I am. I am heartbroken for my friends who awoke fear this morning. Okay, so she needs to work on her grammar as well. And I am here with you, to cry, to yell, to hug, to wax poetic on how the left continues to fail us in forging a new path forward. This loss should not have been, and it certainly should not have been by so many votes. I echo Ethel Kane's statement more than anything. May Trump supporters and Trump voters and Trump himself never know peace. So I noticed a couple of things right off the bat here. Obviously, this is an unintelligent individual writing this. Not a single letter I is capitalized. Not a single letter after a period is capitalized. There are periods where there should be commas, and she doesn't know how to form sentences in certain areas. She starts a sentence with, and I am here with you, period. To cry, to yell, to hug, period. Okay, so what is the subject of that sentence, to cry, to yell, to hug? What's going on there? What's the actual formation of that? What does that sentence mean? This is just a grammar situation here, right? I mean, just within this context of the grammar, the lack of capitalization, the horrible punctuation, that's enough for me to disregard everything this person says. But then she gets to the bottom and she says, I echo Ethel Kane's statement more than anything. May Trump supporters and Trump voters and Trump himself never know peace. What the heck is that about? What the heck is that about? Never know peace? Oh, okay, so you want to essentially do what the left has advocated for, which is put Trump voters into internment camps. That's something that the left advocated for. Re-education internment camps. There are people out there on the left, predominant left-wing political pundits, who have actually come out and said, absolutely, we should throw Trump supporters in the gulag. I'm paraphrasing. There's been advocation for Trump supporters to be put into internment camps. It is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. This is the common thinking of the left, though. The common thinking of the left, as a whole, by the elites, by the people pushing it, and even by a lot of the leftist followers, who aren't as far gone as we'd like to think, because we've seen a massive shift towards the right, which is good news for the country. But the left in general is a party, is an organization, is a belief system based off of persecuting those who have less power than you and persecuting those who happen to have a normal, general, completely sane ideology that the rest of the world has had for generations. It's based off of persecuting people who believe in your right to the freedom of speech and your right to defend yourself. It's based off of the party. The leftist belief is a belief based off of hating you because you advocate for basic human rights. And advocate for those based off of merit. How far you go in this world is based off of how hard you work in this world. That is what the right believes in. The left is the party. The left is the belief system that has pushed this constant pushing down of people based off of skin tone, ethnicity, sex, gender ideology, religion. The left has pushed that. The left is the intolerant. The left is the racist. The left is the sexist. The left is the homophobic. The left is the transphobic. The left is this. The left is that. Not the right. The right advocates for everything based off of merit. The left hates you because of basic, immutable characteristics. And they hate you because your immutable characteristics happen to line up with your belief system. They hate you because of your immutable characteristics, but they hate you even more if you happen to vote for a system that's based off of merit, which the majority of America did this go-around. Rachel Zegler, grow up. Start working hard. Maybe you won't lose your job in Hollywood. Then again, actors might not exist in 10 years. What a world it would be to have such freedom. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys have a great day and a great rest of the week.